So as I take my next steps to create freedom, to make freedom for myself and for others, the first thing that I have to do is figure out who am I actually serving. So as I think about getting to where I am, I have been in many different roles, and a lot of those roles have come to a place where the work and the time didn't work, specifically because I wanted and needed time to be with my family as my family was growing. And so as I think about who I serve, who's my target audience or my ideal customer profile, I think of myself years ago, and even now, but also years ago, when I had a job, I was working, I enjoyed the work, and then my family started growing, and the time my work required of me, like the actual time during the day and the time my family needed me, started to not work. And there was this break. I remember times when my wife and I would have heated discussions and tears were shed because I was being pulled to do this work at this time that just didn't work for my family. And that was really hard. And even now, I have freedom because I'm my own boss, which has its own complications. But there's also this struggle, like, oh well, if you can create your own schedule, like let's create the perfect schedule for our family. But then the schedule that I need to be with people who I'm serving and working, that's a challenge. And so thinking about who I serve, who's my target audience, and who am I helping? Like that's the goal, is to create value and help people. And Myron Golden says, what is it? When you create value for others, maybe that's not him. Anyways, when you create value, you're rewarded with money. So the more value you create by helping people, the more money you make. And so my goal right now, as I think about it, is to help people, specifically business owners, I think to start, maybe solopreneurs or people building their side hustles that have a family, specifically have kids at home. And like I'm in the young kid, like my oldest is 10, but it could be any age. And so people who have the ability I don't want to say and the time, because we make time for the things that matter, but people who work but specifically have a business or a side hustle that they're managing and running that is profitable, or they believe is profitable, because oftentimes we just need to believe and expect, and then all the pieces will come together. And they have a family at home. So that is as I think about it right now, that is my target audience. And so I think of Caleb, who started a septic tank pumping business and installation, him and his business partner, and then they added a family, and then it's grown. They now have some employees, and he just had his first kid. And so he's feeling this tension of like, wait a second, I used to be able to be gone all day, and now I need to be home at night. I need to be home at 4:30, 5 o'clock. I don't know what time it is for him. And that's who I help. That is who I help. People who have gotten to the point of, I can't do all the work myself anymore. How do I get the work out of my head and into the hands of someone else? That excites me. That's what I'm good at, because I've done that. I mean, when I worked with my conference ops team, we had so much expertise in all of everybody's heads, from hundreds of thousands of hours of planning conferences and events, but it was stuck in everybody's head. And so myself as a new ops planner and this team as a new national team, we had to pull out, lift out of the well all of the goodness that was there. And that takes time, that takes the right questions, and that takes I don't want to say effort, but it takes intentionality, because in order for us to free ourselves from doing all the work, we have to take the expertise that we have out of our head, package it in a way that other people can do it. So that's who I serve. That is my focus right now as I take a step forward to help and to serve. Creating my avatar, my ideal customer profile, my ideal customer has only taken 10 months, 11 months now. No. It's a year. It's been a year. And yeah. So ask the right questions. Maybe think about yourself. Think about the emotional aspect. At least that's what I'm doing right now. We'll see if that changes over time. And then think of how you've changed, how I've changed, and what previous me wish I would have known a year ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, to prepare for the changes that come with work, with growing a family, with moving, you name it. So yeah. So enjoy the journey with me. I'll share as I think of things, and today I'm going to kind of lock that in as my target audience and figure out and work to figure out what it is that I offer them so that they can make freedom. Because I am a freedom maker, helping others make freedom in their work and in their life. Here we go.